Hello, everyone. I'm Taylor Sorensen. This is going to be my kind of in the bag, kind of explaining what I'm going to be throwing this year for the 2022 season. I'll mainly be playing in Minnesota and North Dakota. Uh, Hopefully, I have an opportunity to play in other big tournaments, but as of right now, um, I'm still figuring out which ones I want to sign up for. But I know for sure I'm going to be playing in the Cass Clay SummerSlam in I believe in June, and then the other one is going to be later in August for the North Dakota States Championship. I have those two in mind. I'm playing, going to be playing already, but yeah, those are my tournament plans so far. But pretty sure that I'm going to head into some other tournaments in Minnesota and North Dakota as well. Okay, uh, want to get started? I'll be explaining what I'm going to be putting with. I'm going to be putting with OG Soft Penrose EV7s. And I have a bunch of them. This is the very first one I ever got. These ones I just got like about a month ago. They feel really good. They have a really good forgive. Like if I'm hitting right pretty far, it can come back in the change really well. I don't know what it is, but it just connects with the change really well. Really good connection with it. I just fell in love with this. I used to throw Brody Roaches, and they felt pretty consistent. But ever since these, like I've been very consistent with my putts. I rarely miss outside of 20 because of these, and that's where I usually struggled. And yeah, these just are amazing. I'm really glad Drew Gibson was able to get these putters going and get their name out there. So it's really awesome, and I'm just very excited to throw these as well. I use them as throwing putters as well. Here and there, they have really good distance and just consistency. Okay, so my throwing putters slash mid ranges, um, one I use for my extra touch shots or just for something to go to the right and just have a general glide. I'll be throwing the Page Pierce Soul. The Z line, it's so consistent. I love my up shots with it. If I'm in a very tight spot, I don't mind just going in with a flat and just letting it turn over slightly and fade in. But yeah, it's really fun just to throw with. Really good putter slash mid range. And then lastly, uh, for my throwing putters is the zone, the Get Freaky zone. So consistent. I love it. It pretty beat in. I've had it for like about since Brody Smith signed. I fell in love with it. I have other zones as well, but the Get Freaky is the one I love. The grip is amazing. I can get that consistent fade from the zone, consistent forehand shot on it. It just feels amazing out of my hand every single time. If I'm like at a 100, 200 foot hole, the zone is usually my go-to disc. All right, now on to my mid ranges. This is Discraft 2015 Ledgestone Edition Meteor. I got this about 5 years ago. I did some trades. Like I had a ring gator, did a straight up trade for it, and I fell in love with this disc. It's one of my longest discs I have that's gonna be in my bag. It's just a very consistent flight. I love it. It was my third ace on one of my favorite courses up in Melrose, and it was just a blind shot. Got it, but I recommend getting a Meteor. Um, Very consistent. I love the flight. Really good hyzer flip on it as well. But if you need something that needs to go right, go left, it's a beautiful disc. And then my other is another Meteor, um, the Vanessa Van Dyken Meteor. I use this one more for. It's hard to say. Like, it's more for like distance, might and just for shorter shots. I've tried it a little bit, but I still need to get used to it. But the Meteor is just something I've always been consistent with, and I've just fallen in love with it. But yeah, this one is just like really good rip. My other one is just really good for consistency. This one I hope to break it in more and kind of get that more consistent see from the original Meteor that I have. Okay, and then on to my next mid ranges, buzzes. I love the buzz, super staple of Discraft. One of the best It ranges around. I love buzzes. I have two ESPs, but I wanted to try out the Z line this year. I just love how they fly. They fly amazing and just super consistent. You just need a straight shot. You need to flex it. You need to go a fade route. Like, it's just such a really good consistent disc. And I just love the buzz. Really good disc that I can trust a lot. And for my last mid range is the Buzz OS. Just like the buzz, just more overstable. If I needed to get out of a tail route, the disc I'm gonna go with. So I just needed to go like that. That is very simple. Like, I love the buzz. Like, if I needed to get out of a bad situation, Buzz OS, fade, comes back out. Buzz OS is just buzz, but just more overstable. And I just love the buzzes in general and their consistency throughout the years. And yeah. Okay, those are all done. Now let's get to my fairways. Okay. All right. To start it off. This is one of the first times I'm gonna be using this. I used to be a really big Innova guy, but I've been falling in love with Discraft, and I'm gonna be trying out some new discs from them. I'm gonna be trying out the Stalker. It's a 7.5 neg 1.2. Seems very consistent on the fairway. I've thrown it a couple of times, and it does seem like a very reliable mid-range. Fairway driver. But yeah, I'm excited to throw it, and maybe I'll get some more in the future. So yeah, there's that. And one of my favorite fairways is the Paige Pierce's Passions. Just the bead on them is just so comfortable. I feel like I can get consistent throws out of it. Throw it straight, just like the buzz, but getting that longer distance and just consistency. But yeah, these feel amazing every time I throw them. I have the prototype ones, and I just can't see them coming out of my bag ever. They just feel amazing, and I'm just glad I got them when I did. Okay, and on to my next disc is a Paige Pierce Undertaker. You're gonna notice I love Paige Pierce. She's one of the best disc golfers ever, and I just love the disc that she gets out there. So this one, it's weird, like 9.5 neg 1.2, really good. I just love throwing it a lot. If I need to put an anhyzer, it's just gonna simmer back up into the fade. If I need to get that extra distance on it. But yeah, the Undertaker, really good. I've fallen in love with it as well. It's a disc I love to use if I have to get out of a tight spot on a fairway. Like if there's trees, Undertaker is probably my go-to to get out of there. And then lastly for my fairways, I am going to be throwing the Captain's Raptor. I got it when the Uli box came out. As you can see, I got the little pullover for it. But yeah, I've had Raptors before, and I'm very excited about how these fly for the season and just how super overstable they are. I haven't been able to really throw them, but they seem exciting. Congratulations to Paul Luberry on continuing to be the captain and getting the Captain's Raptor. And yeah, these look amazing. They're going to feel amazing when I throw them out there, and I'm super excited to get these out. As I love super overstable stuff and just flexing out just like many disc golfers like, Nico. He loves super overstable stuff and just flexing them out. But yeah, that's all of my fairways. Next, I'll be going into my utility discs. I only have 2 utility discs, and may not know a whole lot about them, but they are the Flick. I just love the Flick. I just need to do a random stuff, tomahawk, anything like that. The Flick is good. Super distance with the Flick, because Flicks, I feel like they're very underrated discs, and yeah, they're basically the same flight number as the Captain's Raptor, but the extra distance, just the fade it has, that super skid you can get out of these guys. That's why I love the Flick. If you need to get tight spot, man, I've had the Flicks for a long time. This is my one I got through the tiniest gap of a tree and just aced it right in, and I was just like, that's crazy. So I do recommend the Flick as a very underrated uh, maximum distance driver and as a utility. It's a really good forehand disc, really good backhand fate, anhyzer shot, and just getting that extra skip. I do recommend the Flick as one of your utility discs, as it is very reliable. Okay, now we're gonna get into the juicy stuff. The things that I love the most is my max distance drivers. Okay, so coming up is the Annex. That extra speed just to have that consistency to get there. And the Annex as itself is a really good, reliable backhand, or even going straight at it, letting it fade. And it sits really well with me. I like the Annex. I only have one of them. If I need to get the extra distance that my fairways don't have, or my Captain Drafter doesn't, I'm pulling this one out for a little bit longer distance and just the consistency. I rarely forehand it. I don't feel comfortable forehanding the Annex for some reason because I already have the Flick and already have the Captain Drafter for that. So yeah, Annex is a good, reliable fading disc. Okay. And one that I had not thrown yet is the Z-Line Scorch Crystal. I hear really good things about it. I'm excited, being negative 2, and yeah, I'm very excited to throw it and get used to it. Because I just hear it's a really good, reliable disc that they've released, and I do like long distance. If it goes a certain way, it comes back, goes straight, I'm happy about it. And some of my favorite things, I love hyzer flipping the Hades. This one's my very first one. I've lost it like many times, and I keep on finding a way to get it back, and I'm so glad when I get back. This one's not as beaten, weirdly enough. It doesn't fly like a Hades yet. I think it just needs to get more beat in. It flies more like a Zeus. Speaking of Zeus, those are my next discs. So I have 3 Zeuses. One of them is a first run, and this one's a first run. And this is just normal stock model of it. I used to have another first run, but I lost it a long time ago. And it kind of hurt, but I still have my blue one. I love Spider-Man. I fell in love with it when I found it. But yeah, these are just the guys I can put that sweet throw on, feels consistent, and just that long distance to get out there. This one's a little bit more beat in, so I can feel like I can get a lot more distance out of it. But yeah, these two, I still need to get beat in a little bit because they're a little bit overstable still. And yeah, I love the Zeus. Really good maximum distance driver. Most times I'm going to be throwing it no matter what I do. If it's like over like 350, more like I need to go 400, I'm going to go with the Zeus. But yeah, the Zeus is a really good, reliable disc if you just need a good slight anhyzer and just get it through, get that distance and get that consistent drop in for a good 2, possible 3 on whatever part you're playing on. And lastly, this one I don't throw a whole lot is an ESP Force. I usually use this one in the wind. Like, it is a very strong disc that has saved me a lot of strokes. I've been on near a cliff on one of the holes, and I just get that general anhyzer, or just try to cave it into the ground, and it hits it every single time. The Force is a very great disc if you need something to fight the wind, and I do recommend the Force being something that you utilize in the wind. And yeah, that's my in the bag. I'm mainly going to be throwing Discraft besides my EV7s, Penroses, and yeah, and I'm very excited about the season. I will keep you guys updated on the tournaments I'll be entering, and just daily hopefully I can get more daily posts or multiple posts during the week, so I can keep you updated on how my season is going, and just if I make any changes, and keep you guys updated on the tournaments that I'm in, the results, and all that. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great disc golf season, and try to get those aces, try to get those dangerous birdies, because gotta hit those chains. Right, see ya.